Hey everyone, and in our video today, I'm going to talk about sharing and publishing apps in Zoho Creator. Sharing apps is what you do when you want to give users access to a few parts of your app, and you can control which parts they get access to. A couple important details here though. When we talk about sharing, we're talking about users with creator accounts. But when we publish an app, it essentially becomes available to everyone. So if you'll remember from the first video, we had different versions of our app for employees and for managers. So employees only get to see the form where they can request time off. They don't get to see the reports for everybody else's requests or make changes. And they don't get to access the employee information that's only for the manager. So I'm going to click on Edit this application. And the first thing you need to know is that if you want to share just one form or report, the fastest way is usually to click this Share button found in the top right corner. Here, you can pick the type of individual you share the app with, user, customer, or developer. And you can just enter the email of whoever you want to send the application to, and you can choose whether you want to notify them or just give them access and send them your own email later on. Now, the other option that we have is publishing, which makes that part of your app public on the web. Anyone can access it, and search engines can crawl it. So that might not be the best option for some people. However, if you don't want to manually add a bunch of different users to your application, you could just publish the vacation request form. So for this, we're going to go to Settings and click Publish under the Users and Controls section. Select the vacation request form from the drop-down list and then click Publish. Once the publishing is complete, a pop-up appears with a publish URL and an embed code. If you wanted to put this on your existing website, you could just copy this and paste it into the code, and it'll show up on your site. You can also change some of the options to control how this looks when you embed this on the web. To make changes to the appearance of the form, click the Change Appearance button, and a window will appear with a wide range of features you can choose from. Creator also enables you to have control over which segments the users of your application can access. This can be achieved by using permissions. Now, let's navigate to the Users page by clicking on the Users button in the left pane. Here, a list of all the users of this application will be displayed. Each of these users have to be assigned a permission, based on which they'll be given access to the application and its components. To manage permissions, click Permissions at the top of the page. Here we can edit existing permissions or create new ones. So let's create a new one. First, click the Add Permission button and then assign a name to it. Let's go with Intern, as it will describe the permissions for the interns in the organization. Under the Set Permissions segment, we can choose to give the kind of access that's required. So, since this permission is for interns, I'll choose to give them only the permission to view the application forms. They cannot add, edit, or delete records that are already present. Under the More option, you can also choose the individual fields you want to grant access to. Once the permissions have been sorted out, click Done, and then click Save, and the new permission will be created. Now, let's navigate back to the Users tab, where we'll change the permission for users. Select a user, and then a new button will appear above the user list. From there, click on the Choose Permission drop-down and select a permission from the list. Now, it'll be assigned to the user, and based on the new permission, the user will be able to view only the parts of the app that you selected. Then, we have this option to choose Developer. So click on the Share button in the top right corner and choose Developer. Enter their email address right here and click Share. The developer will now be able to go into your application, delete fields, change settings, they'll have that complete level of control that I was showing you just a second ago. A level of control not available to your average user. And that's all you need to know about sharing apps in Creator. We hope you learned something useful today, and we'll see you in the next video.